This is what happens right before everything changes. So let's have a look. We're going to start by having a look at a sign or a signal that you're being given right before everything changes. So this might be what you're feeling, what you're dreaming, or noticing right before some kind of breakthrough. We've got the Hanged Man, the shift that's happening energetically, so this could be behind the scenes transformation. We have the Page of Wands, and then the change that's coming into your reality. Ooh. We have got the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands. This is a reading for the in-between, that moment where you can really feel something building, but you haven't seen it materialize yet. So you've been patient, you've surrendered, and now the energy is really starting to stir around you, like the wind before the storm. So this reading is for someone who senses the shift, but doesn't know yet its shape. You've outgrown the old timeline and you're not quite in the new one, but you're right on the edge of it. The sign or the signal that you've been given is incredibly subtle but powerful, and you're very much being asked to hold the pose. We have this beautiful Hanged Man card where there is someone in this supine position in the tree pose, and this is reminding you to root yourself like a tree, even as your world is shifting around you. Let me bring this card a little bit closer to you. Can you see that her arm and her body, they are actually merging with the tree? And this to me is symbolizing that you are not separate from the process, that you are becoming one with what you've been waiting for. So you're not just pausing, you're becoming rooted in who you are becoming. The tree itself, it represents wisdom and longevity and grounded truth. And here you are literally embodying those energies. And it's a reminder that stillness is not weakness. The stillness is the strength that grows inward. I'm also really noting this crescent moon behind her head, and this reminds us that not everything is meant to be revealed at once, that you are being illuminated in stages, as if Spirit is really handing you one piece of the vision at a time. And the moon, it may also speak of heightened intuition, so you may be feeling more sensitive, more dream-filled, or more aware of the messages that are coming through the subtle realms. So some of the visual cues that you might be seeing as signs and symbols, they might be moons, trees, and roots. There also might be leaves and falling petals, and these are signaling emotional release and surrender. There also might be bodily sensations of stillness, so you yourself might feel rooted, you might feel heavy in your limbs or craving silence. A physical cue that your energy is really integrating and preparing for something new. The shift that is happening energetically, even if you don't see it yet. We have this Page of Wands, and to me they look like they're on a sand dune. And it is saying that there is something new that is beginning to move within you quietly and curiously. We can see that this Page of Wands, they stand on soft ground, showing that your new path is forming underfoot, even if it doesn't feel solid yet. We can see that in one hand she has this bouquet, and in the others she is letting these petals fall. And this wand that is wrapped in flowers, it speaks of a desire to grow something beautiful from what you've learned. So she's holding the flowers in one hand and letting the leaves fall from the other. This is the shift, that you're beginning to release what no longer serves, even as you gently carry forward the parts of you that still bloom. So the Page of Wands is all about limitless potential, and it's your soul remembering how to be excited again, not necessarily because everything is figured out, but because something is finally moving. And the Page of Wands is your permission slip to follow joy and curiosity and wonder again. It's a gorgeous middle point energy between stillness and arrival, and it lifts the entire arc, which merges beautifully into the change that is coming into your reality. And this is really the moment where the energy breaks open again. So this Three of Wands, this shows that you have already done the internal work. You've planted the seeds, you've adjusted your mindset, you've set your intentions, and now you're standing at the edge of your next chapter with your eyes forward and your soul ready. And you might feel this sense of quiet anticipation, like you know that something is about to arrive, and that's because it is. So this card, it shows the arrival energy, and what you've been calling in is beginning to ripple back toward you. So this could look like a message that you've been waiting for. This could be talking about a passionate new beginning in love, in creativity, or purpose. And this could be talking about a burst of action that is going to move you from stillness into action, or a sudden opportunity that feels like this is it. With the Eight of Wands in combination, it's saying that the change is no longer coming slowly, that it is already in motion. You've maybe been waiting for this tide to turn, and now the current is rushing in. This is big, fast, unmistakable movement. So the Eight of Wands comes in like lightning. It's a spark after the stillness and a message after the silence. And it's absolutely a green light from the universe after a season of maybe red lights and roadblocks. This talks about a sudden opportunity or a conversation that shifts everything. This can certainly be talking about travel or relocation energy. It's movement towards something or someone long awaited. This talks about communication from someone who's been distant, emotionally or physically, and a burst of passion or clarity or divine motivation that propels you forward. So together, these cards, they talk about you've done the work, you've held the pose, and now your timeline is catching up to the vision that you've carried alone for so long. So you are no longer just holding this vision, you are living the beginning of it and watching what unfolds next, because it is already in motion. As always, a reminder that this is a collective reading and therefore it is not going to resonate with everyone. If you would like your own private reading, then you can go to the link in my bio here and you will see the readings that I have available. You scroll here and then all of the readings are listed here. Now currently there are not many readings that are listed simply because I'm traveling to Greece over the next 10 days. Once I've got situated in Greece and I know what the internet connection is like, and to make sure that I can actually follow through with the readings, then I will list some more when I'm situated. Currently I do have a few of the soul contract readings that are available. They will be returned within 3 days, and this is a soul contract where we look at if you have any soul contracts, if so what their purpose might have been. We look at your past lives and how they might be influencing this lifetime. We look at what part of the cycle you might be in, whether you are meant to be coming together in the physical in this lifetime, and many other questions. So if that's something that you would be curious about, it's absolutely one of my favorite readings to give. And these beautiful cards that we're seeing here, you can find them listed here under Tarot Stack. They're right here. These beautiful cards can also be found linked in the bio. If you scroll down under Tarot Stack, you will see them listed here. For those of you that have ever been curious about beginners or intermediate tarot, I have 2 online courses that are available. They are accredited, which means upon completion, then you will have the opportunity to receive certification.